What's up, Tiger Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of the Springfield Tigers. It's week 5. It's homecoming week here at Springfield as the Tigers get ready to face the Camel Memorial Red Devils on homecoming weekend this week at Springfield. The game will be at 7 o'clock Friday night. Matt Marr will be on the call on YSN. If you cannot get to the game, come on over again. Tigers Table every Tuesday night here at the Tigers Table. Want to thank Dee and Jackie and the staff here at the Tigers Table for all they do for all of us each and every week. My boy here, the producer of all these shows, Noah Doty. Folks, Noah's getting married Saturday, so he's going to be gone. Congrats to him and his beautiful bride-to-be from all of us at YSN. So, Noah, congrats on that. The young man is fantastic. I'm happy for him. And he will be back, 2 weeks from today? 2 weeks from today, he's honeymooning in California. So
nice.
Don't be too jealous of that. But right now, we're going to step away from football a little bit. Proud to be joined by the head girls soccer coach, Justin Kosek. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. This is great every week.
Oh, well, we appreciate you coming. We're glad to get the girls on air here and talk some Springfield Tiger ladies soccer. Talk about the team and some of the things that make you proud of who they are and what they do.
I mean, they fight. I mean, it's the best group of leaders I've had in quite a few years. This senior class, we have 5 of them, and they're leaders. It didn't matter whether they were voted captains, whether they weren't. They lead in all the right ways. Season hasn't gone how we wanted it to. I mean, we're 3-6. 4 of those losses were against really good teams by 1 goal. So we're like right there, and they just keep fighting, and that's what I can tell them. Like, they're fighters.
I looked at the schedule. It's an impressive schedule.
It's the hardest schedule I've had in 12 years.
I guess that's what 3-6 is not a good indication on how talented this team is. Is that fair to say?
Not even close.
Talk about that. So soccer, like football, like anything else, you prepare yourself for the tournament. I have to believe when you get into the tournament with the schedule that you play that these girls will be ready for that. Talk about that and the importance. That's one of the things I love about Springfield, whether it be football, basketball, they play up, they play bigger schools, they play great competition, and Springfield Athletics, when it comes postseason time for all sports, is ready to go. So no different with soccer, I'm sure.
No, when Bob Beam was still here, the ADs voted last year to finally allow us to only play each team in league once.
Okay.
Too many teams to play them twice, so we played them once, which opened up the whole schedule. So we got to add, Salem, Mooney, JFK, United, Columbiana, Rootstown, Southeast comes into the conference this year. Like, there's 8 or 9 legitimate, really good teams that are going to make deep runs in the tournament.
Absolutely.
At all divisions. And when we do that, it just, like you said, and we talk about it, we don't have to be great in August. We don't have to be great in September. No. You got to be playing your best in the middle of October.
Yeah, and that's still quite a ways away. How long have you been a coach here at Springfield?
I think this is 12 years.
Well, salute to you for all you do, too.
Thank you.
I could still tell you still enjoy it.
I do. Yeah, it's not as easy as it was 12 years ago.
No.
But I'll tell you what, once we get on the field for practice, once we get on the field for games, everything just clicks, and that's where you want to be.
It's a grind. Talk about all the time that I say it all the time. All sports anymore, the time commitments are huge.
It's a lot.
These girls put in a lot of time, summertime, off season, now into the season. Talk about the little bit in the process that they go through.
It's a lot. We start right after they get out of school in June. We give them about a week off, and then we start 2 or 3 days a week just in June. And then we have a camp field tournament basically the weekend after the 4th of July.
Okay.
And once that hits, it's 4 or 5 days a week for the rest of July. And then August hits, and we're 6 days a week. And we used to be hour and a half, 2 hours a day. And then this year, and last year it started, but this year we've really kicked in with we lift.
Sure.
Which our girls have not lifted before. No. So 12 years, we've been doing it for about a year and a half. We can tell a big difference. Trying to fit film in and trying to not keep them for 4 hours a night.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do all that stuff. So trying to adjust and make your practices purposeful.
Right.
So that when you're on the field, you're getting the most out of it, but you're still able to watch 45 minutes to an hour of film when you need to. You can still get in the weight room for an hour if you need to.
Sure.
Gina Vecchione, my assistant, she has started, like this week, we kind of decided to back off the lifting. We're going to go into yoga a little bit just to refresh the bodies. But it's a grind on them. I mean, we just gave them 4 days off because we were beat up.
I was going to say, let's be honest here. Soccer conditioning, not easy.
Oh.
The game of soccer, not easy.
It's so much more
as
physical
an older
than people
man,
think.
It's fun to watch. I would probably last one trip up and down, and I'm probably – so conditioning's huge. I love what you say with yoga, lifting, yoga. Those are all things that I think these young ladies, when they leave high school, will probably appreciate more.
To do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No question. With Justin Kosek, the head soccer coach here at Springfield Local. 12 years. Boy, that's hard to believe. It is homecoming week, Noah, as the Tigers get prepared to face the Camel Memorial Red Devils Friday night, coming off a big 49-6 win over Waterloo. Folks, Justin Kosek has a pretty good son in a football player in Kason Kosek. I said to you off air, senior year, and it's already week 5.
Yeah, it's flying.
Talk about your family and what that means to watch your son each and every week.
I mean, it's been a ride. I mean, it really has. He came in as a freshman and jumped right into he was the varsity kicker.
Yeah.
So from that moment, and I got to tell you, I mean, I've watched this kid take clutch foul shots. I've watched him carry the ball on a 4th and 1 that they needed to get, stuff with track. Like, I've watched all of these clutch things, but stepping out on that field his freshman year to take extra points,
nerve-wracking
in some of those close games, like, my heart just stopped. That's the most stressful situation as a parent in sports I've ever experienced. My daughter's playing college soccer. He's looking at college football, and I go back to that freshman year taking these field goals with Bo holding for him.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh God, I can't watch. Make this kick.
All right, so who's more nerve-wracking, mom or dad?
It's
on
not
game
even
night?
Close. Once that injury hit, it's.
Well, I can understand that. My son was the center at Urson, and I remember our family would. You see that initial pile up, and all right, where's he at? Is he getting up?
Yep.
Is he doing those things? But I will tell both of you this: you have a fine young man that represents Springfield very, very well. We're going to interview 2 young ladies a little bit here, Hannah Stauffer and Kendall Mon. Talk about what they mean to Springfield local soccer.
Those are our 2 senior captains. We have 3 captains, but those are our 2 senior captains, so that's who we brought in today. Kendall, they've both been starters since they were freshmen. They were starters when they came in, but as that season went on, we had some really key injuries with a couple of ACLs that went their freshman year, and they got thrown right into, like, they were the inside defenders, and it was, hey, all the pressure's on you right now. And we had a really good team that year, made a decent run, and they did a great job of stepping in. And then ever since then, I mean, Kendall's played 3 or 4 different positions for us, and Hannah plays all over the field for us. So the 2 of them, and like I said, the leadership from the seniors, it's phenomenal.
Leadership comes from a good coach that's a good leader, and you're that, and they pick up from there. Proud to have the girls on, proud to have you on. Next game for the Lady Tigers is when?
United on Thursday at home.
United on Thursday at home. Okay, so if the football players are going to watch this before Thursday, you better get to Tiger Stadium. Thursday night, right?
They do a nice job of
You'll be a little
sporting.
busy. You're not going to be the Thursday night, but head on over and check out the Lady Tigers Thursday night. How many regular season games you play?
17.
17, and then into the tournament. So you're about, halfway?
We
there?
are halfway right now. We just played game 9.
We're going to kick it into gear here the second half, get some wins, and get ready for the postseason. But I'm glad that I was able to have you on, talk about the girls, talk about your program, talk about your son and that family end of it. How special is Springfield local? You've been a part of this now for a long time.
I mean, I grew up here. I graduated from here. We came back here. Like, there's no other place like it. I mean, I've said that all the time. Like,
it's close-knit.
You get the community support when you need it, and when you ask for it, nobody hesitates. They come out, they support you, they give you what you need, and they show up for you. I mean, that's the big thing. Springfield shows up.
Absolutely. Springfield shows up. Show up Thursday night for the girls. Check that soccer game out on Thursday night for sure. Show up Friday night for homecoming game, and then obviously the homecoming, I believe, would be Saturday night. So the girls and the players will be excited for that. But how about a hand for the head girls soccer coach, Justin Kosek. Coach, thanks for joining.
Steve. Appreciate it.